There we go. Hey, Eric, how are you? I'm putzing around in this big old camper getting settled in for the night because mine's still where I'm camp hosting at. I'm at the lake, which isn't really by the lake. There's a spider biting me, but I'm not going to strip in front of camera. Yeah, I saw you said no sound, so I unmuted the mic I didn't know was muted. At least I have a good signal here, even though I didn't bring my evap cooler. And we'll have to figure out how I want to transport that thing back and forth. But tonight I got no air. No, this isn't my camper. I'm watching a property on my days off. I travel to Wilhoit and I'm watching somebody else's property for them. So I have use of this camper while I'm here, so I don't have to drive mine back and forth. Yep, there's no air in it though, and there's not enough power to run air. It has an air conditioner, but there's not enough power to run it. I got here at dark, so I didn't go plug in yet. Hey, Wanda. So I'm kind of late, so I doubt Mona will be getting on. I think it's her bedtime. I don't know why I'm doing this cord now. I'm not going to set it up now. Game Dev May come on. I don't know. Hey, Casey. How's everyone's days? It got 96 today. But my evap in my cool camper is working wonderful. I just didn't, the plug on the bottom to let the water out is kind of flimsy and it wanted to tear. So I didn't see how I could empty the water, transport the cooler, and bring it here. Can you run the roof fan? I am running the roof fan. Not staying long. I'm heading to sleep soon. Got 90. Yeah, I saw most of the countries hitting 90, except for San Francisco. But who wants to be in San Francisco? San Francisco said 71, and I'm like, whoa. I suppose if the power kicked out on me when I needed it, I could go and plug into my solar on my truck. Because I did put there's a pop out part, a slide, that's what it's called. I put the slide out, and it's going to take power to slip it in, so I have to do that before I leave. But by that time, it'll be sunny, because I think I'm going to leave this camper about 4-ish. Go over for the 4th celebration. Yeah, it's cooling off a little bit. I wonder if this thermostat tells me what it is in here. Nope. I don't know. I don't know what the temperature inside is. It's only 85 outside, so it's not too bad. Okay, I'm going off camera to get in the shorts so the spider will quit biting me. I've got 3 bites already. Trying to see if I can catch them. But I don't see them. They always seem to disappear. That's a big welt. Oh my cow. It doesn't look like a spider bite I'm familiar with. So I don't have my animes because it's on my laptop. Hey Colette, how are you? Looks like it got me 3 times in one spot or area. Okay. Enjoy your movie. You'll check back when it's over. I don't know how late I'll stay on. But if I'm still on, so I watched a little bit of Carrie today, and he watched his new little grandson video. That was cute. I'm okay. It's just a little warm. And I got bit, which it's going down now. Whew. I was over at somebody's house till about 8:30. Then I zipped over. I wonder if I can. Oh yeah, there's one more stand, but it doesn't tilt enough. I need my other one. I bought a new phone stand for the other phone, so when I do the sunsets, except this week, being that it's a holiday, I won't be doing the sunset. Figured I'd get on and at least check with everybody. I know I was pretty frustrated the night before last because I couldn't get a signal long enough to stay on. Can't seem to get the Wii Boost to work right. But I don't need a Wii Boost here. I just need extra power here, and I can't run my laptop too long on the power I do have. It's tricky. It's tricky. Being that it's so hot, it takes a lot more power to run my 12-volt fridge. And so when I get up in the morning, probably within a half an hour, my power's out. And that's not running anything else. That's just the fridge running until the sun comes up. So, got to figure that one out. If I could pull the fridge into my camper and run the... Is everyone going to bed soon? Yeah, probably. I just decided to get on and check in anyway while I had a nice signal here. I may do a sunrise, although I don't know if I can see it from here. But I may do that since everybody's going to sleep early. Big party night tomorrow night. I went to the Denny's for early dinner, and there was no AC there. I don't know how the cook was cooking. He kept coming out of that kitchen looking like he was in a hot hot sauna. And the waitresses, they just kept serving people. The place was getting pretty full. Trying to think what else happened today. Oh, it was a luxury this morning because I wasn't working. And I had like 4 hours of just tinkering around. Yes, it's still. I'll fold my laundry. Here we go. So I actually did, I think I did like half an hour of Diamond Dots. And then I played my Frozen City for a while. But it was nice and cool. It was 94 outside and it was only 77 in the camper, which was very nice. Especially with the fan, it's a powerful fan. So with it blowing at 77, I was a little bit cold, which is a lot nicer than the heat. So I am glad I invested in that cooler. That's well worth it. And that's on low. So when it gets humid out, the fan's going to be powerful enough to keep it cool during the heat, the monsoons, when it gets really humid. So then I went, I tried to find a laundromat in Prescott. And the first two I went to were nice, cool day tomorrow. No, not really. But I'll be in air conditioning most of the day tomorrow, so I was looking for laundromats, and the first two were closed. So I got frustrated and went to Wally World and did my shopping of stuff I needed to get. And then I did find an open laundromat, but it didn't rinse the soap out of the clothes very well. I only put one packet in for a double loader, but I threw some screening cloth I had to create shade of my camper in there, and the soap just didn't want to rinse out. I am thinking maybe there was soap in this green cloth and I didn't know it. But anyway, all my stuff's stiff from too much soap. My under things I've got to rinse out. I'm not putting that next to my body. That would suck. So I got the laundry done. I'm looking at the rinse cycle saying, how come it's so sudsy? That's not going to be good. But, oh well. Maybe itchy, but at least the under things I can rewash, or at least soak the soap out of it. Then I went to the Denny's to eat, and they had no air. Hey, Nurse Callie. How are you? If you're anywhere near San Francisco, you're cool. From what I saw, it was only 71 there. It's the only time I wanted to be in California, honestly. Nurse Callie. And that's Stacy. I'm slow. I'm folding my laundry on live screen. There we go. No, near Fresno. And yes, it is, Stacy. How are you? I hope you sleep well and feel the nice cool breeze as you sleep. Everyone sleep well, stay safe, eat lots of yummy food tomorrow. Catch you guys later. Oh, what I had for dinner? I had at Denny's, they had a brisket sandwich. Oh, there's my jammy top with lots of dried soap in it. Wonder how that's going to feel. So It was, and it had an egg on it. It's supposed to come with bacon, but I don't eat the pig. What else did it have? It's some kind of special sauce and some cheese on some toasted bread. I think it was sourdough bread even. 108. Ooh. Yeah, it was only 94 here. It was 96 at camp. It was 94 at 10 a.m. at camp. But I had my evap running and it was good. Then I got in my truck and drove. It had air conditioning in it. Most of the stores had air conditioning except for the Denny's. Then I come to wilhoit. I was supposed to be at my friend's at 7. Here I am at the camper at 7 trying to get the windows open so I can have cooler air. And they had some air, but they don't keep it very cold there. I don't feel like I cooled off, but I'm feeling a little bit of a breeze now, so that's good. If I were to sleep on the floor like normal, I'm not going to have a cross breeze. So at least this little bed thing has a counter on one side and a wall on the other. I'm hoping, since I don't curl up in my sleep, I don't think, that I won't fall out. I don't think. I usually stretch until I hit something. These clothes are all really stiff. It's probably from soap. Hey, Tommy. Sitting in the trailer watching. You're camping. I'm camping. I was camping by the lake because that's where I work now. Well, volunteer. If it had a paycheck, it would be considered work. But I get to drive around on the golf cart. That's very cooling. And the bathrooms don't get really hot in them until later in the day, so I clean them early in the morning. And then just raking campsites isn't too bad. I just put the rake behind me and drag it. It's not like I really have to rake, but it makes my job easier picking up the garbage. It's not a hard job. It's just a lot of driving around in the golf cart, which I kind of like. So, what temperature is it at your lake, Tommy? I did see your video at the lake, and I tried to respond, but I think my signal was so low that the post wouldn't go through. Are you not working tomorrow, Eric, or are they making you work on a holiday too? My coworker's working on a holiday, but I'm bringing her food from the wilhoit food thing. So she'll be happy when she gets all the treats I bring. And she's off Wednesdays and Thursdays, and I'm off Mondays and Tuesdays. So every Monday and Tuesday, I'll be down here in wilhoit with the good signal. Need a golf cart too, but you have bikes, aren't they? Isn't that an electric bike I see you riding around on? That's cooler than a golf cart. It rained all day. Oh yeah, that would be cool. Cooped up though. I know in Phoenix, when it would rain, I would intentionally go out and get my shopping done because I had to walk everywhere, and it was a lot cooler to walk in the rain. I don't see the answer about the electric bike. I thought I saw you riding around on an electric bicycle. Is anybody streaming fireworks or firecrackers? Any kind of that kind of fun tomorrow? I think we're having what they're calling illegal fireworks because there's a fire ban in this area. And I don't know what they mean by that. It is a church, so it's really not fireworks. But they're calling them illegal fireworks, whatever it is. Well, see, you do have an e-bike. That's better than a golf cart. You get cooler on those. How do I have so many pairs of pants? I swear I did laundry a week ago. I wear my pants 2 days in a row. How do I have so many pants? I don't get it. I used to have an e-bike. It was a Schwinn E500. And I had it for 15 years. Fireworks are illegal. Oh, I had it for 15 years as my major mode of transportation. I tied one of those folding shopping carts to the back and I would go out. This is how I started getting up at 4 a.m. I'd go at 4 a.m. to go to the grocery store because no one was there yet. Plus, it was cooler. But I haven't been getting up at 4 a.m. The convoy wrecked me, man. It wrecked me. My life has not gone back to normal yet. I don't know if it ever will again. It still says low battery. Why am I not getting a charge there? Oh, shoot. I got to go get the power hooked up. I've got no outlets. Only lights. Dang it. I'm just looking through this window. Okay, I'll be back in. The bears don't eat me. All right, we are hooked up. And the moon is looking really awesome, but it's not up high enough to show it yet. I will show the moon as soon as I can. Let me go turn on the power. there's a tree in the way of the moon. But hold on. Let me reverse the camera and see if I can show you it. Am I charging now? Can't tell. Alright, let's reverse the camera. There's the moon coming up in that tree, which I can't zoom in. Oh, it's a pretty moon. Let's see if I can go around this way. Oh, no. Okay, well, we'll wait a little bit. And we'll be able to see the moon in a bit. Oh, you're looking at the mess in my place. Oh, no. Let me get the camera back again. It's one of them R-Pod campers. It's really tiny. There we go. Let's go back to folding laundry for a bit. Maybe after I finish all the laundry. The moon will be up past that tree and we can get a good view of it. Okay, when your mother-in-law comes, she could barely walk. Oh, okay, yep. That would make it easier. You're playing bingo. I won $10 Friday on Vic BC Live's bingo. 10 more bucks and I can get the hard red wheat kernels. Oh, I made my bread this morning and I made too much of it. It was enough for 2 people. Holy cow, that was a lot of bread. I don't think I was really hungry when I ate the late afternoon, early dinner. And now I'm still stuffed. That was 4 hours ago, and I'm still stuffed. Because I ate when I wasn't really hungry. Because I didn't want to prepare anything. It would be too hot. Trying to think what else happened. For a holiday weekend, it's really odd that a lot of people weren't showing up for their reservations, because the campground I'm at is reservation only. And people are leaving. They're reserving 2 days and leaving after 1. That was interesting. The spot where I'm staying, the whole loop, nobody was there. The group all left a day early. So it was very quiet this morning. Oh, I'm finally getting a cool breeze. I'm just really grateful that the toilet doesn't stink right now. Last time I was here, it was getting really bad. There were no drops or anything in it. It was just bad. And for some reason, I only have 2.5 pairs of socks. The machine ate it. How interesting. Where do all the socks go when the machines eat them? That's what I want to know. There have been many stories of where the socks go. I find this hard to believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pairs of pants. Wait, these I wore as jammies. Okay, that makes more sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I had some dirty laundry from before a week ago, because there's no way I'd have 6 pairs of pants here. We're evaluating my laundry. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe it has been 2 weeks since I do laundry. I could have swore last Wednesday I did laundry, but maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm just losing my mind. Which is nothing new. Pillowcase to put on this. I forgot to bring my own pillow. Okay. I'm going to put this pillowcase on the pillow that's here. And just use that one. Who uses a feather pillow? It's feather. Yep. Who uses a feather pillow in the summertime? It feels really warm. What else can I use? Anyway, what else did I do with my week? Can't remember. I think that's it. Friday, I moved to the campground from here. Saturday, I started work training. Sunday, I did my rounds by myself. I already had the hang of it. And then here I am on days off already. But Wednesday and Thursday, I'm working by myself. So I'll have all 60 campsites. There we go. Why are lights off games? Nice. Is this who I think it is, since it has games in the title? Yes. Okay. I'm just rambling, waiting for the moon to get high enough to show the moon. I emailed you why I can't come on, but I'm here watching. Okay, I didn't see the email. Moon's not high enough yet. The movie's over already. What movie did you watch? Oh. Let me see if I can see the email. It might buffer the screen. Okay, I saw one email. Captain America. Okay. And now all of a sudden I can't go to the rest. And you're Superman. Every time I switch to something else, it wants to mute me. You are a blue-nosed otter. Although you have been a cat. I got to figure out how to turn animes on the phone. Because I can't tote my laptops back and forth. And the one I do have in the truck right now won't run without being plugged in. And apparently my phone's got to be plugged in. I didn't know I was going to need my power from my truck for the outlets. And it's too dark to dig all the attachments out to make it work. Eric would know. So next time I come here, next Monday, I'll know to just hook up my truck automatically so I can have use of the outlets. Eric would know that you're a blue-nosed otter. Is there something else behind the otter that I don't know about now? The only thing I brought to eat was it's not like I need to eat now. I'm waddling. Let's see. He's a tech nerd like me and Fry. How do you use animes on the phone? I was a tech nerd, but I never had a smartphone until I became a nomad. Okay, so this is what I got for breakfast. Since I have to boil water for my coffee in the morning anyway, I'm going to have me oats. And then I'm going to go help out in the food bank for two reasons. I normally help out in the food bank and it's fun. And the other one is it's got air conditioning. Only bad thing about using your truck to plug the camper is the camper battery charger would also turn on. Yep, I know. I did that last time I was here. I got up and yeah. Because it's so hot, my 12-volt fridge is running a lot longer at night. And I'm getting up and finding out my power's drained. That and the Wii Boost. Oh, that's what I want to know about the Wii Boost. I've been trying to run that thing over where I'm at, and it doesn't seem to pick up and boost the signal. I registered with Wii Boost. Actually, I called and registered with Verizon. And then Verizon helped me register with Wii Boost, but for some reason I'm not getting much of a boost over at the camp. You love apple oats? Okay, come on over. You can have some apple oats. There's 8 packs. I think 8. There's 10 of them. And I'll probably have 2 or 3 of them for breakfast. Because one's not enough. One's like a little kid serving. And then I'm leaving the rest here for next week. But I think since there's no air here, that I probably wouldn't be coming till late Monday unless I transported my evap. The problem with doing that is I tend to break things. And Eric can attest to this. Things break on me. So I'm scared to transport my evaporative cooler back and forth. I actually am putting the hotspot in the truck with my antenna for the Wii Boost. The antenna, the outside antenna for the Wii Boost is at one end of the truck, and the Wii Boost is in the cab of the truck. Is there a trick? I got the Drive X RV one. Then I tried putting the antenna on the hood of the truck, and I've also tried putting the hotspot in the window of the camper, which is about 10 feet from the inside Wii Boost antenna. So that's all the things I've tried with it. Yes, there's an inside antenna and an outside antenna. The outside antenna is at the very back end of my truck. The Wii Boost signal booster is in the cab, and my inside antenna is in the cab or on the hood of my truck, which is about 10 feet away from the camper. The lights will flash back and forth, green and red, if I get the outside antenna too close to the inside antenna, or to the inside of the signal booster. I can actually take the inside antenna and put it outside, but then I run into trouble and the lights start going green and red. Unless I put it on the bumper, the front bumper of the truck, which is out of the range view of the back antenna, the outside antenna. And I tried putting the hotspot in the truck cab with the inside antenna, but then it doesn't do much better. Okay, so leaving my hotspot in the truck with the inside antenna would be good, but then it doesn't want to reach 10 feet. My hotspot doesn't want to reach the 10 feet into my camper to run the laptop or the phone, which I'll put 20 feet away. And that's what I did last time. Is I had, like, how far away would the best result be to have the hotspot from the inside antenna? And the other problem is it doesn't boost my iPhone Verizon at all. Even if it's sitting in the cab, I have to turn on the hotspot to get it to boost, to get anything to stream, because my iPhone won't work off the Wii Boost, and I don't know why that is. That's not fair. It's the same Verizon company. There's got to be a way. The only thing I can think of is yanking the whole wee boost out of the truck and to put it into the camper. But I have the wire from the outside antenna running up under the truck cab and into the cab. So I'd have to climb under the truck to undo it every time. I think my hotspot doesn't reach very far. I think that's where I'm running into a problem there too. So, do I need to leave the inside antenna inside the truck cab, or can I put it on the hood of the truck or the bumper so that it's closer to the camper? Because when I put everything in the truck cab, it doesn't work. I think because of it's all closed into the truck cab and I'm in my camper. I know, I'm trying to make miracles happen. On my Wii Boost, I had an inside antenna velcroed to the back of my phone holder. Wow. There's no cooling in that truck. That's what I'm running into the problem. So if I put the hotspot directly on that antenna thing, it doesn't have a way to cool off. But I gotta have air circulating around it to keep it cool enough. Oh my God. It might be better just to set it up inside my camper instead of worrying about having it on the road. Well, that's what I was trying. I was putting the hotspot on my screen on the back so that the air cools it. But Eric's saying to have that inside antenna directly on it. Can I take the inside antenna outside of the truck cab and hook and put it right beside my hotspot? Okay. So, the next thing to try is to turn the truck and park it the other way so I can take the wire from the cab, the inside antenna, and take it outside and put it by the window where my hotspot is. And that might work. Yay! All right. So I just got to park differently when I get back to my campsite. Yay! Because we like to play our animes. My last stream at the camper, it wouldn't even show the sun setting. It just kept cutting out. That's horrible. But if I can get this to work, then maybe 20 feet from the hot spot, I might still be able to get the sun going down. Or the moon coming up. Oh, let me check the moon. Oh, yay! All right, let's go look at the moon. I gotta reverse the camera. Yay! It looks so little on the camera. There was this gadget at the dollar store, which is $1.25 now, and it makes a wider angle. heard a dog. Boy, there's nothing in perspective to show how big and purty that is. But here, let's see if we can go out and hear the critters. Bring my tail with me, which is actually the plug to the. All right, there we see it through the truck. Okay, that's it. That's not real exciting when there's nothing to show how big that is. What I really miss is the sundown at that church. That's a pretty sundown. All right, we don't need to see the mess in here again. Oy. I got stuff laying around everywhere. I just realized what I had sitting on the floor. I hope nobody saw it, but I think they did. Hold on. It's almost the 4th already. I know. It's 10 o'clock at night. It was just the 4th last year, man. I'm getting weird. Boy, that bite went down. That was a nasty bite. Actually, he only got me really bad once. I don't know what kind of spider it was because I couldn't catch him. It's 11:56 there. Yeah, it's not. It's almost 10 here. Clean that up so nobody sees it again. I did bring my hotspot in my other phone, but I don't think I need it. I get a really good signal here. Urban Harvest. Howdy. Trying to remember if I saw Captain America. Could probably still hear that fan running. It's cooling off nicely. Your service seems good. Here, but I'm in Wilhoit right now. The rest of the week when I'm camp hosting, I'm in Lynx Lake and the signal's really low there. I have one bar there. And you can ask Game Dev how much of the sunset we actually get to see is really iffy on the signal. I'm gonna grab one of them new nail files and clean this grub out. We had a really good sunset over the church, but I'm not there anymore. That was just a temporary thing. That's the one we all like, though. We like that one the best. Yep, it's really good here. But remember the last time we did a sunset here at the camper, it just turned black. Yep, that's what it's set at. This is what we'd have if I had a good signal. If we can get a good signal wherever at Lynx Lake, we'd be good. We had a good signal over the church. It's funny, every time I come to visit, everybody's like, where are you staying? Are you staying at the church? I'm like, no, I didn't bring my camper. I don't want to tow it back and forth every week. And this is a good signal. And we have an okay sunset. I just wasn't home in time. I was at a friend's place. So on Monday nights, my friend has a gathering until, it wouldn't be till 9. So I won't be able to do sunset. And then Tuesday evenings, I got to head back to my camper. So hopefully, when I get back to my camper, if I can't get my signal set, if I can get it set up right, we'll be good. Or we could bug Eric until we get it good. Happy 4th of July from the future. He needs to go to bed. Night, Eric. Hopefully you have the day off. No texting, no testing, nothing. What? I didn't see any fireworks here. Just one single firework last night. Oh, they weren't testing for fireworks. I heard fireworks Saturday night, and I thought Prescott wasn't having them that night, but maybe they did, and I didn't know about it. We told a camper we didn't think that Prescott was having them Saturday night, that they were going to do it on the 4th, and then as I'm starting to doze off, I hear fireworks. I'm like, uh-oh, I hope that wasn't Prescott. Danny would know, but I don't think he's here right now. Huh. Night, Eric, night, wire. Normally they fire them off all day today and tomorrow testing. Oh, how much fire limits do you guys have? Fire bans, that's it. Well, these cheap little files from the dollar store are pretty good. Now I got 4 of them. I could put 2 up on my magnet bar, 1 in my case I carry back and forth, and 1 in my purse. And if I lose all 4 of them, then it's only $1.25 to buy 4 more. It was cool there today. Oh, lucky. It was hot. There, I'm putting 1 in my case now, 1 in my purse now, and I'll put the other 2 up in the camper on my magnet bar. I had 2 of them, and I'm down. No, I had 3, and I'm down to 1. Everything's green here still because of the weather. Oh, lucky you. I'm hearing all kinds of things about it being hotter next year. Oh, it's nice and cool in here now. Yay! But I better kick off that fan because I got to pull in the slide in the morning. I gotta keep that bathroom door shut. I got some work to do in there to fix. I dropped one of them tablets in. That's making that not smell so bad. But there's a situation in there I've got to clean up tomorrow. A few more days, it will be dry and dead. Just a couple days. Oh. Oh, it is after 10, isn't it? The cricket sign, nice. So the guy's camper here that I use while I'm checking on the property, he texts me about the bear thing that happened last week, telling me to be careful. Like, I've been camping with bears for all my life, actually. Pennsylvania has bears too. But they're like, the bear didn't attack, had no reason to attack. And I'm like, well, the guy was sitting outside quietly reading. The bear probably didn't even know he was there until he moved. And when a bear is startled, they just go into attack mode. So all I can think of is he scared the bear because he was out there being too quiet. And the bear didn't know he was there until he was too close. Yes, it gets really hot fast. 120 in July and August. Yeah, Phoenix usually gets really hot fast. And then monsoons hit, it cools down, but it feels hotter because of the stinking humidity. That's what scared me. That's why I went and got a really powerful evap. I'm like, it's supposed to cool 1,500 square feet. And I have 48 square feet. So I'm thinking on low, if it's taking it down to 20 and I'm freezing, that putting it up on high, I should be able to stay cool enough during monsoon. It's a powerful enough fan. I know when I was in the Phoenix Valley and my roof was coming in and I didn't have the evap to run, I had a cotton weave blanket that I kept wet. I put it on a TV stand and I put a box fan in front of it. And the room was 8 feet by 10 feet. And I was in there freezing during monsoon season. So I think this thing, if it's a powerful enough fan and there's some cooling going on, then it should work. Given my experience in the mobile home in that 8 by 10 room. A box fan isn't really it's this fan on this evap thing I have now is more powerful than a box fan, because on low it's what a box fan would be on high, if I'm describing that right. So I think I'll be cool this season, and I can't afford the distilled water for it, but if you use vinegar, it can remove some minerals. So I'm hoping putting a little bit of vinegar in it'll help the whole situation. Not sure. Mona gave me the idea to hang water bottles frozen in front of the fan. Does it work? Oh, well, if it's blowing directly on you and it's close, it would work, but it won't cool a room. And if the air is hot enough, I don't know. I tried several ideas like that. None of them really worked. But I suppose if you got enough of them, I think if you get enough of them to where you don't have hot spots, like if you have a whole round fan and you're only putting 2 here, you're going to have hot air still blowing from the top and the bottom. You would have to put it all the way around. It only got to 91 today. Yeah. It was 94 at 10 at the campgrounds. And then it was supposed to hit at 96, but I took off and didn't check. Ugh. I think I'm getting tired. You might want to freeze the bottles well, then they would leak. Well, I don't know how you would make it work. You need the bottles all the way around, because if you still have the hot air at the top and the bottom coming through and the ice on the 2 sides, you're not going to feel as cool. Yeah, there you go. I went and got copper wiring, and I think it's still in my shed. in my storage unit, I should say. But I was going to take that and put the whole coil in front of the fan and run ice water through it. But I ended up not getting the pump that was strong enough to do it. And then you need something to cool the water. So I needed like a Peltier cooling thing. And by that time, it started getting too complicated for me, and I just quit. But if you have a way to cool the water with Peltier and run it through the copper tubing, you can put that in front of your fan. And that would work far better than frozen ice in the bottles. There you go. Well, I'll tell you, go to instructables.com and look at the copper tubing in front of the fan thing. Because I think if you can cool the water using Peltier, have it going in cool with your Peltier, circling around that fan, it'll blow all the cool air through all the cool tubing, and then have the hot water go back down in to get cooled by the Peltier again. I think you can have something like that, and you can even do it reverse for heating. But instructables.com actually has all the setup stuff if you want to know about it, how to do it. Maybe you can rig me up a thing that'll work with my copper tubing. I just didn't want to mess with the Peltier. I did have the two Peltiers, and then it talked about soldering and the cooling things, and I'm like, oh, that's just too much stuff for me to deal with. I mean, if I sat down and really focused, but I can't seem to focus lately. Actually, the last 2 years I've had struggling to focus. 3D printer to design something? Ooh. But isn't a 3D printer plastics? That wouldn't work as well as metal or copper tubing. I need some measurements, etc. Do that, or I could teach you. Well, really, you just need a pump to take cold water through the copper tubing. But then you got to set up somehow to get the water cool with Peltier on 12 volt. That's not going to drain my entire solar system to do. But you know what? I'm not even going to worry about it because the evaporative cooler works wonderful. But if I can't run that, it does use more power than I want it to, then I would need the other one. Maybe I need both of them. Because what they're saying is there's a chance I could end up at White Spar, which doesn't have electric hookup. Then I'll be really desperate to set up the copper tubing in front of the fan. I know how to get a hold of you if I need it. But I got to get, what the heck? Yuck. I got to get the tubing. Yep, that's what I'm thinking. Because I don't think my system, given that it's fully charged at night, and I'm running my WeBoost and my 12 volt fridge and losing power before the sun starts charging again. And that's all I'm running off of that is the WeBoost and my fridge. And that fridge used to run 2 days on my solar system, but that's not in the dead of summer when it's hot. So yeah, I'm gonna need to set up some kind of system to make cold water out of with Peltier. I'll probably get its own battery. That's what I'm thinking. That way I don't have to worry about it draining the rest of my stuff. Well, it's getting it's a quarter after 10. I wonder where Nobby or Carrie is. I don't know. It's a holiday. Maybe they saw, well, not, maybe they saw my frustration on the last stream and figured I wasn't streaming anymore. But I don't quit that easy. I am a quitter sometimes, but not that easy. Nobby's getting up now. Probably partying. Well, Carrie's got the new grandbaby. Did you see his live today? He showed the video of him visiting his grandbaby. It was so cute. I did say I wasn't going to stream, and I did say I was going to bed and crying, but I ended up where I went somewhere and you were there. So I didn't go to bed crying either. I say lots of stuff that I don't do. And I got these to freshen the air in my camper. And it opens up like a thing of gum almost. Looks like it. Push the tab in and pull it up. And there's all the little beads. No, I was asleep most of the day. Oh, I was so tired yesterday from all the heat. Because I had to go around and I did, 4 rounds? I only did 3. I did the bathrooms at 8, and then I went directly to check raking campsites. And I didn't get done with that till about 12:30. So I was outside from 8 to 12:30. Then I went back out I had to go back out at, what was it? It was before 2. I had to go back out before 2 and rake a couple more sites because people were coming in. Then I went back out at 4 to check the people came in and redo some restrooms. And then I had to go back out again at 6. So I was outside a lot yesterday. Sleeping away from the heat. Yeah, it's like we get cooped up in the wintertime, and now we get cooped up in the summertime. Where are my readers at? I got a blood blister on my hand. Oh, there they are. I was taking my jacks down. Hey, Shelly. And I got a little, there it is, blood blister, which I'm now picking at because I don't, it's like a little rock now. I had to clean your chicken coops too. Yeah, the ones in the front are the strong ones, and I push the button and they come down. I always forget to watch my fingers and I pinch them in it every time. You can tell when I move camp because I usually got bruises and blisters all over me. And I got 1, 2 little blisters on that leg, or bruises on that leg, and that's not bad. I usually have some on both legs, but not. There we go. I just got it out. And now I am blood blister free. Woohoo! I kept looking down at my hand saying, what did I get there? And then I have to remember that's the pinch. And that's usually where I get it. I'm probably really calloused there from pinching that same spot all the time. Now we got water here in Cali. I can go outside and spray off your metal roof and then you'll be cool. Yeah, you got to develop some kind of water cooling for the top of that thing. It would be expensive to do a little fountain on it all day long, but a closed cooling system wouldn't use as much water. It would just circulate it. Oh, you forgot about that? Yeah, I'd like to get something like, just think if we can make some kind of cooling system for metal roofs for tiny ones like my camper or big ones like your place that circulate the cold water on the top, we'd be a lot cooler. Due to water restrictions. But if it's a closed system, right? Like copper tubings, yours would have to be bigger, but I had to buy a container to put my honey in because I dropped it and it spilled. It broke the other one. Plus, let me see. This is the regular honey container, and it's got a small lid, and I can't reach down in there and scoop it out with a spoon. So, in the wintertime in quartzite, it gets cold and hot, starts crystallizing. And when it's this low, when it's this low, it's already starting to crystallize and it's hard to get out. So I got this container with a big wide mouth that I can take the spoon and just dip right in there. So yay. That's what I can do now. I don't want to do it over the bed though. Here. Do it on the floor. Morning. It's that insignificant day here in England. 4th July's hanging out the washing day over here. Yay, naughty. I'm going to empty the honey into that container. Get rid of the broken one. I don't have to carry it around in a bag anymore. Yay! And it'll fit the whole jug. So I don't have to worry about it crystallizing in the wintertime anymore. Mono probably already went to sleep whenever we went on. We was talking about you. He said you were probably partying, but if it's an insignificant day to him, he probably was not partying. I'm just going to let that drip for a bit. You missed Mechanic Eric. He stopped in after watching his Captain America. And I'm sniffing Unstoppables. I didn't realize I was sniffing them. I got them. She had friends over? Okay. Yeah. Slept today, had the dog round earlier, then I was woken up by you. Oh, you lot. What? We didn't wake you up. How can I wake you up? Unless you lot is something else. Who knows? I can't understand English. It's not American. Okay, so I did get these unstoppables because that stupid bathroom by me stinks so bad sometimes. I felt people were talking about me. Oh, okay. Of course, people were always talking about you, Nobby. The whole world talks about you. Smells like peaches and pineapple. Ooh. Yeah, I had to do something about the smell coming into the camper. That evaporative cooler, even though I have it aimed at me blowing air in, it pulls in air from the back window too, which is really weird because I was working on my diamond dots. It kept, he's famous. I kept trying to load them in these little plastic bags, and the bags were blowing away from me while the fan's blowing at me. And I'm like, how is this happening? His ears were itching and said, must be Blue Nose Otter calling my name. Oh, I just bumped my nose and I gotta sneeze. There, at least I went off camera. You missed me picking at my blood blister. That was exciting. And I folded my laundry too. You missed all that. Uh-oh. I was picking at something. I meant to save it. Oh, there it is. Never mind. Oh, it's empty now. Yay! No more broken honey bottle. I was worried about an ant invasion happening. Occasionally, if I don't wipe the honey off the sides before I put on the lid, the ants will start invading my camper. So I'll leave it here so it can invade someone else's camper. Actually, I'm going to take the trash with me when I leave, but so fourth, no, it was the third. It's not the fourth here yet. Tell me, Nobby, how does the fourth go for me? Since you're from my future. Now all I gotta do is hope I don't break the lid on this one. Or break this one. Why doesn't the lid seem to want to go on straight? Okay, there we go. $1.25, and that's good plastic. That's the stronger plastic you buy storage containers, not the cheapy stuff. Man, I hope I don't break it. Drink beer, shoot of bombs in the air, and act crazy day. It's almost the 4th. Don't get up earlier than 6:27 a.m. That's 2 hours away. Okay. Oh, it doesn't feel like the lid's going on right. But it is. All right. And that's why I don't have glass. I'm always breaking stuff. Have you got your 4th of July up? I do. Wait, where is it? Let me show you. Okay. So, I got the shirt to put under it. Simple white, very short sleeve shirt. And then I have my top that goes over it. Yay. And it's kind of red, white, and blue, hippie style. And there we go. That's what I'm wearing tomorrow. Along with shorts I made. Where are those? You have to make shorts because all the women's shorts are way too short. So I made these a few years ago. They're a little bit longer than the store ones. The store ones aren't good for older people with bulky thighs because the thighs tend to clap. I can't even describe it. So I made my own shorts. I'm actually wearing shorts. My legs are going to be way too white for it because I'm always wearing leggings. I just gave way too much information. I don't know why I do that. Oh, man. Well, all I can say is when you get older, almost are calling you dandelion. Oh, when you get older, your skin tries to leave. It exits from the bottom. Rubbery legs and hairy knees. I used to weigh, oh, let's see, I was up to 210 pounds and I'm only 5'3". So I was very, very round. And then I was 160 pounds for a long, long time. So I have all this extra skin. Oh, man. Why do I keep getting myself in more trouble? I gotta stop. Oh, see what happens when you talk too much and there's no one else to talk and take up the gap. Bit of spare legs coming in handy. I don't know. Did Wendy hit the beer cabinet? No, Wendy didn't hit the beer cabinet. No smoke, no beer, no nothing. I'm clean as a whistle. I've got no excuse for this craziness. I got no one else to drag in with me either. You're all by myself. There's nobody. Who does the song? Oh, it's a creepy song. Green Day does it. I'm all by myself and nobody's with me. And he starts talking about going into a drawer. How do you do? You do, though. Steve Video says why. Steve? Who's Steve? I share too much. Could it be autism? The video oh yeah, the one that describes Wendy being weird. You know how that one came about? I was I was talking with Jasmine, who was on at my home base in Mesa. She was on with the baby once, and her her boyfriend lost, or her husband lost his job, and then his dad told him he was getting a Rolex for Father's Day, and I'm like, wow, I'm unemployed, but I have a Rolex. And so I did like a whole bunch of those cartoons. And then he said, Wendy's weird. And so I punched that in, and that's how we got this video about Steve talking about weird Wendy wearing turtlenecks in the summer. That's that's what got me weirded out about that cartoon thing, because how does AI know that I wore turtlenecks in the summer when I was young? My mom used to yell at me all the time, make me get in the short sleeve shirts and t-shirts, and I'd be freezing my butt off. She would not let me wear turtlenecks. Minecraft Steve. I don't know who the names of this character are. That's what I could do if yeah, I can make more videos. I need more topics to make those videos. I've been taking stuff off of Vic BC Live's bingo night, like Spornge, and what was the other one? The bunghole ones, which those videos are private because it means something else instead of the plug for a wine barrel. So I had to keep those ones private. Otherwise, I would have offended quite a bit of friends I have. And that's why I got to keep my streams a lot cleaner than I have been in some days, because I'm going to lose my real life friends by being offensive. But I wasn't trying to be offensive with bunghole ones. That was just the word of the night. So, anyway. They wouldn't be offended if they knew what it really meant. That's the problem. It's called the age of deception. Redefine everything so that you get in trouble for saying words that used to mean good stuff, like gay used to mean happy. Now I don't, yeah, I know what it means now. But I'm like, how can that even be close to happy? I don't know. So you're fine. They want, oh, it's not that. It's that somebody's here. It's Nobby.
Hey up.
There he
Morning.
is. I got a dish drying mat today too. Woo. The word is in the dictionary. Yeah, I know. But the world defines things weird, so I got to be careful. So is this French? I guess you wouldn't see it's backwards. Or is it? No, it's not backwards. Tapis de secage facile. A dish drying mat. I don't know if that's French or not. Then
It
I
looks
got
dangerous, whatever it is.
what?
What is it?
A dish drying mat? Because I don't have a dish rack to dry my dishes, so I can just lay this thing out so they'll dry, and then I can fold it up and put it away where it's out, not taking up space. And my other exciting purchase, microfiber cleaning towels. Woo! I spent big today at that dollar store. I got a new phone holder too, so I can have one for the sunset and one for the inside phone. Did you get rain yesterday? I can't say today because your today's just starting.
Yeah, it rained. Yeah. I had to take my socks off to take my rubbish out. yeah.
You don't have boots to take it out. You just got to take your
I
socks
was
off.
inside going to take my rubbish out with my socks, but it was wet through, so I had to take my socks off. That's when I realised it was raining.
I don't know when we'll see rain again. It should be starting. It's July. But I've seen no rain in the forecast at all. But we could watch videos of it. That'll be good.
Have you made any more cow friends with them new cows that you've come across?
The cows,
Yeah,
the cows were in Flagstaff. I'm not in Flagstaff anymore.
all right.
But when I was in Texas at that place, there was 2 cows that always came down and visited me when I was building my camper. I don't have the videos of them anymore. I wonder if they're on my old phone. Was that just a picture of cherries and then you just switched back to the rain again?
I'm not. Oh, that's OBS Studio doing whatever it pleases, I think.
Okay. You don't even know what it's going to play? Hopefully you didn't put any videos in there you don't want people to see.
No, they're all my videos. So, yeah.
Well, still.
Yeah, no, they're bad, but you know. But they are legal. No, you like to watch them on YouTube.
Oh.
That's my favourite rain effect, which is showing at the moment. You can make the bubbles and the lines go longer and shorter and all that. It's quite good fun making rain. And that's through a program called, what's it called? I'll tell you what it's called. Video Proc Vlogger. But it costs money.
Yeah.
But you can get a free version of it, which gives you a few videos and things in like just normal resolution. But you have to pay for 4K and everything.
Yeah.
It's got brilliant effects in there that you can play about with.
I used to do a bunch of stuff
to it.
Photoshop.
This is mainly for films and film editing, so you may find it interesting.
I might, but I can't even get back to my photo editing, let alone video editing.
Yeah, this is really simple though. That's what I've learned everything to do with video. You know, the last 5-6 months just by installing this. I've had other video editing suites on my computer for 3, 4, 5 years and not being able to find even the record button on any. This is very, very user friendly.
Your sound's getting choppy, and I hope that's not me. Not that I wish you worse, but I'm glad there. So he wants to know what it's called again.
Yeah, I'm just finding a website for you so you can have a look at it.
He said he can't understand you. You're a robot.
Am I? How do we sort that out?
You are a robot. Your true colors are coming out. He's not human. Oh.
I found it. Okay.
That hurt.
Yeah, people have a play about with this when you've got a spare hour or so. You quite enjoy it.
I don't have spare hours anymore. That's the problem.
Oh, I just put that on YouTube rather than private chat. Sorry about that. Should I take it out?
What? No, you can have it in YouTube.
Oh, all right,
I'm
okay.
not. I'm not going to check it out now, and if I need to check it out, I'll go back to YouTube and check it out.
Yeah, I will check it out. It's rather good fun. I'm really enjoying it. Because what you can do there is get all the original films that you've recorded in 1080p, for example, and you can upgrade it to 4K. Yeah, from like, say if you got footage from like 5-10 years ago, put it onto Vlogger, and you can upgrade it. It's just brilliant. It just brings it up to the 21st century. All your videos and things that you took years ago.
I haven't really taken
So
videos, though. I'm more of a photographer than a video person. I did make
and
videos.
oh yeah, like listen, right? If you put, my mate Kerry, she's got some old photographs, from MP3s from no, what are they called? Pictures, whatever they're called, from years ago, and I've upgraded her photographs to be like a modern camera. It's brilliant. It's got loads of tools in it, so it does pictures as well.
I could take some of my sunrises and do something with them.
See if you've got what you thought was going to be a fantastic photograph and it ended up with a smudge on it or something. It's only one you've got. You can touch it up in Vlogger and make it more visual, more whatever.
Oh, it's like photoshopping.
It's better than photoshopping because it's got its own algorithm in it. You just press 4K onto a photograph and it sorts it out for you.
Ooh.
Just one push of a button. It's really easy.
I used to make slides for a big church on the screen with Photoshop.
Yeah. What, like 6-foot design photographs and things, big ones.
I don't know if you went back and saw any of my videos from the Sims games. They're actually just slideshows of the different builds people have done in the game, including myself.
Yeah, I haven't got time to go back in time.
I could actually go back into the house that they built and do, like, I call it cinematography because it's a form of photographing, screenshotting the view of the builds of the houses, and I've got some pretty nice ones in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I like it's a brilliant bit of software, but to get the full benefits out, you've got to pay yearly for it, which I do. Gives you all rights and things to videos and stuff. I think it's worth it. How much is it these days?
I usually don't buy stuff. I did buy a full year of StreamYard, but I was working at the time.
How much is StreamYard? Is it expensive?
Yeah, it was.
Right. Because somehow I got into StreamYard yesterday and I've not paid for it. When I was trying to work out how to do it myself and failed miserably.
I don't remember what convinced me I needed to pay for it, but I probably because I intended to edit some videos and I never did.
£25 a month, is it? What for StreamYard or for this Vlogger thing?
I think he's talking about the Vlogger.
Yeah, I think it was over about 300 quid I paid for a year or something like that. Can't remember.
You can help me with what? Editing videos? I am a computer tech. I just haven't had the money to keep up with being techie. I'm techie too.
Yeah.
I just haven't had the time. The convoy ruined me. I haven't gotten back to anything I did before. That's the problem.
Yeah, it gave you a big pause, didn't it, when all that was going on?
I don't know why. It's just not the same. I go to pick up what I used to do before, and it just doesn't. work out well. Having trouble focusing, all kinds of weird stuff.
Yeah.
All other features are usable. So which ones aren't usable? Because I'm like, oh my God, this has nice features. It's only 25 months to use it. I can help you. All the other features are usable. I don't even know what features it has.
It doesn't take you long to find out what it's got when you start looking about with it. It's quite good fun.
Or they just add an icon that says StreamYard. Oh, for the paid StreamYard?
Oh, for the StreamYard, yeah.
I think it was, I was planning on editing a bunch of videos and things. I had big plans. So I went ahead and got it while I was working. And then I got lazy and I no longer have those big plans.
It's all gone tits up.
So I paid for it for nothing. I'm not paying monthly, I just paid the year. It'll expire and I'll let it go and there'll be no reason to renew it. Free StreamYard can't record. You can't stream more than 6 people with free. Right. It was the record feature. I was planning on doing a lot of editing. Oh, and the banners and see, I have these things and I can do unlimited those. And I think it was the brand because I can do my logo and I can do overlays and I can have videos like this one.
Just turn the on button on, it'll be okay.
It'll play. For my old RV. That one's not showing. There
Okay,
it
here
goes.
you guys.
Original design. It's only like 25 pounds. The original design.
Okay, let me get started here. Hey, you guys. Yeah, we're.
And stuff like that. I got all this stuff with the paid. I wouldn't have had otherwise. So I think it was part of that, and I had some really big plans, but I didn't carry them out. Did you ever see the video of my old camper?
No, let's have a look. Can you put it up?
It's like 6-7 minutes long almost.
It's all right.
I'll put it up.
Okay, here you guys.
Original design. It's only
You
like
gotta
25
ignore the
pounds.
guy
The
though. He
original
thinks
design.
I
Okay,
wasn't
let me get started here.
Okay.
Hey, you guys. Yeah, we're up at Mingus Mountain, top of Mingus Mountain, and we saw this interesting campsite here. And this is Wendy, and of course this is Jacob here. Wendy's going to show us her interesting setup here. This is awesome. I love it.
So the original is about 8 feet long, and this is the back end of it.
Okay, so and this is made out of what?
Coroplast.
And what do they use coroplast on?
Campers.
So it's, seriously, I mean, is it? So this goes on.
Corrugated plastic. That's what it is.
Huh. So this little storage area right here.
That's because I added the second room. There's the original only goes from there to about here. And you can see inside. Nothing really good under there.
Pretty kind of dark in. I don't know if I
That's
don't.
because I put, like, I'm in Phoenix Valley. This is the way I live.
Uh-huh.
So I put underlayment and then a second roof.
And I'm sure it's rained the past few. You been
I can get floodwaters up to 2 inches deep and not get wet.
That's,
It's like
this
a
is
animal.
Or what?
I added the wood supports. Yeah, this is the door.
So once the water goes above that threshold, it'll start seeping in.
Actually, once it goes up to the back, there's zip ties on the outside.
for you guys that don't know, we're in the monsoon season here in Arizona, and it's been really humid, and I haven't been up here, but so how much rain has been up here the past couple
Every
weeks?
day.
She's been up here the past since
Almost 14
almost 2 weeks. 14-day limit up here. I love it. I love it. So,
Nice.
zip ties?
So, this is what's kind of free.
And you're here by yourself. I love that.
No car.
That's awesome. Can those lights turn on?
Yeah. They're solar. I bring out the charger in the daytime. I have a solar generator, but I haven't gotten the panels yet. Are they on?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, that's cool.
And this carpet is wet because we have had rain, but she says it
because I sit the camper on it because I don't want to sit on a rock. If it's sharp enough.
I usually use my cell phone.
Down and keep it.
Okay, so here, let me show them the inside. Sorry guys, my GoPro ran out of battery. And here, this is the inside. She got little lights in there, and what is that in the corner here?
That's my solar generator.
Your inverter? You mean an inverter? Or what do you mean a solar generator?
Generator. Instead of gas, it's solar.
So where is it getting the sun?
It's not. I have to plug it into electricity until I get my panels. I just started this in December. I don't have all my stuff yet. I'm working on it.
So are you doing a full time?
Living in a camper, yeah.
I
I couldn't afford to rent anymore. I had a mobile home. It was cheaper than sharing rent, and I couldn't afford it. So this is what I did. Saving up for a car, which I wiped out coming up here.
I've been thinking about getting a different camper than that one, and just taking a year.
This can be done with wood. You cut the wood, a wood base, attach it to a toe, and you can take that corrugated metal and put it right over. You don't have to do a quarter plastic.
So what do y'all? I guess if I'm just if I'm asking too many questions, just say just. So what do you got in here? I mean.
I got. I'm down to a couple more weeks worth of food supplies.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I don't think because it was gonna rain. Yeah, this was built on the fly. I wish I would have taken more time with it. I would have combined the two. Made it look like a gypsy thing.
And this is one of those trailers that,
Utility trailer.
like a landscaper would use. And look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
You got a TV in there too.
Yeah, but I got no power. I will when I move here in 2 days. But,
So do you?
and I'm an artist, so I have canvases and art in there.
So what kind of what do you do? Landscape art or something, or?
No, I do abstract art like this.
You are a gem. I am so glad we stopped here. I told these guys I want to talk to her when we were walking. I want to.
Well, it's good because I'm sitting in there with my feet up on the thing, going.
Well, you want to come? You can come hang out with us if you want.
I just might. I'm so bored. It's pathetic.
We might go to bed in an hour, but you're welcome to come hang out with us. Yeah, heck yeah. I mean.
So how you like my first house?
Hang on a minute. Oh, I'm not muted, am I? Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah. I see where you're coming from now, because it's like, is it like really crazy rent there in America? Is it?
I'm on disability, but I couldn't even afford to share an apartment.
Even on disability, yeah?
Yeah,
Right.
but I like this life better anyway. I never liked life
Yeah,
until
yeah.
I live in this. And I started out with a 4-room tent, and that Coroplast camper I had built a month after I was out on the road. And I didn't even have a vehicle for the first 2.5 years.
Crikey. Yeah.
I just paid U-Hauls and had people drive me around.
I started my life off from 16 onwards up till until it became illegal squatting. I was squatting in England virtually all my life up until mid 30s. You know, repairing old houses, putting water in, things like that, putting roofs in, making homes free, really. But we could do that in England up until about, what, 10, 15 years ago, when they made it illegal to be squatters' rights went away.
That first camper cost me $125 to build. It was the Coroplast at that time was under $10 a sheet.
Yeah.
Now it's over $20 a sheet.
Yeah.
And the zip ties and Coroplast and duct tape. That's all it took. So you could probably still build one for a couple hundred. The one I have now, the trailer base cost me $700 something with delivery. And then the new part I put on it was the cedar and the metal. That it cost me maybe $1,000 to build that whole thing.
Right. Yeah.
Even good campers cost at least $300. Yeah, and it's better than a tent. That Coroplast never leaked, and I wish I had stuck to just that. But now I have wood, and it takes more care, and it bugs me because I have to maintain it now, and I don't like that. In fact, I have to do the sealing on it now, the seal between the planks, because it's coming out again. I got to do it every year, and then I got to paint. That Coroplast camper I threw in the back of pickup trucks, it got smashed, it got all kinds of things, and I had to do no repairs on it. It held up pretty darn well. In fact, there's reports that a bear was playing with somebody's camper they built like that out of a Coroplast, and the claws didn't go through. And I had a double roof on that instead of just a single. But yep, now I got one that requires more work.
Yeah.
I think I'm happy with all that work. I might go back to Coroplast. I'm thinking I'm gonna, if I have to replace the wood, I'm just gonna get a solid 3/4 inch plywood and just make a front and back out of it, and then just do Coroplast again, I guess, instead of metal.
Yeah. At first, when I met you, Andy, I thought you was like somebody who was traveling up, you were doing the whole of America or something in your camper van. You know, I thought you were doing some type of adventure thing, living the way that you would live.
It isn't my life, and I mostly do Arizona. Yeah. But I did do around the United States last year for the convoy.
Yeah. That's what I thought you were doing. I thought you were just constantly traveling around.
Oh, that'd be nice if I can keep traveling. I can't afford the fuel, so I just do Arizona. Yeah. Well, it's only 2 to 3 hours to a different climate. You can go up to the forest or drive 2 hours and go down to the desert. I live an adventure every day. Yep, it is an adventure because I'm moving around a lot. Well, now I have camp hosting, so I'm kind of here for the summer. And then in the wintertime, I do like to hang out in Quartzsite, which changes every year. Not the same people all the time. But next summer, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to camp host. I don't know if I'm going to travel somewhere. I'd like to go over to Pennsylvania again.
Is that your favourite place, Pennsylvania, then?
No, I grew up there. I only
All
went
right,
up
yeah.
to see a couple friends.
Yeah.
It's the journey there that's the fun part. If I'm not breaking down. But my truck is getting older and not better. So I don't know if I'll be able to or not. Because once that truck, like if the engine blew up or I lost my transmission, that'd be the end of it. I wouldn't be able to afford to fix it. So it's money that holds me back. If I had money, I'd just go and do whatever. I would have been up to Washington. I would have been up into Canada. And then I would have went to Pennsylvania next year. I mean, there would be no ifs. I would just go because I'd have the money.
I'll be back in a second. I'm just going to go make myself a cup of tea because this one I'm drinking at the moment is Stone Cold from yesterday afternoon.
Yesterday afternoon? Ew.
Yes. So I want a real one for the day.
Oh.
I'll be back in a sec.
Okay. So what other videos do I have? Let me see. I thought I loaded all 3 of them because I have one where I updated the front and I put thicker coroplast in. Oh, here we go. What's this one? Oh, that's a countdown of me building my camper. There we go. Wait, how come it's just showing me with paint all over me? That's my painting that I have in my camper. There's my camper on Bryant's truck during the convoy. Okay. I guess I did one short one. That's what I had intentions of making longer ones. What's this? Well, I can't even follow it. Yeah, it's not going to pick it up because the sun's in the way. Woo! This one's a whistle bang. I don't know how well I'll be able to follow it, but...
Oh, come on.
Uh-oh. We got 4x driving past, too. It don't want to go right now. Wait, there it goes. Woo! I can't. Oh, I see it. Oh, that was a little bang. Them guys ruined it. We couldn't hear it. Okay, run. Woo! The little whistle afterwards. I can see it. I can almost see it dropping. Now I lost it. Okay.
First stage, no whistle. Second stage, whistle, bang.
Okay. Silent whistle, bang. Got that?
Go.
Uh-oh. Oh, that hit the ground beside me. That's all the little ones. Now we're moving up.
Okay.
No rocket needed. It's like a cannon. I'll get behind you. Whoa!
Beautiful. That's your best one yet.
Oh wait, I forgot to.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I wouldn't go yet. Okay, now all the smoke's gone.
Oh man, I'm afraid.
5, 4,
Uh,
3,
we don't know about
2,
this one.
1,
Guys,
go.
if we live, this is gonna be amazing. I don't know about this one. Do you have your Jeep far enough away? Oh, you better be running.
Like I said, it's a long fuse.
Just when we start to relax, it's gonna do something. Holy! Oh! Nothing. Whoa!
I got it. Got it.
That was on the ground. I missed it.
No, it's about 20 feet up. Yeah.
Was it?
At least it exploded.
Yeah.
Wow.
Make myself a butte cake today, look. Where is it? Carrot cake. Can you see it? I don't know. But it's butte. There it is.
What is that, cake?
Carrot cake I made this afternoon, yeah.
Well,
It's butte. I've got chopped hazelnuts on top and stuff.
so this guy that was setting off the rockets in Quartzsite this last winter, he was building a bunch of them for 4th of July. He's probably setting them off next week. Or actually tomorrow. He's setting them off tomorrow, probably. Wish I was there to video it. We had so much fun with those rockets. No, man, a documentary special. I don't know how I would make it. But I have painting videos from when I did painting. I have the rocket stuff. I have the sunrises and sunsets. I've got my old gaming build ones. I guess I do document my life a little bit. And you can blame it all on Mechanic Eric because he's the one who talked me into starting this stuff. Oh, he left already. We can blame him. He just can't defend himself. I wonder what else I loaded in there. A bunch of my cartoon videos, it looks like. That's it. That countdown one had a picture of my camper on Brian's truck. It had one of my paintings. But yeah, you could see some of my old streams. People like that. I actually sold one of the things I painted on the stream. And I was thinking of painting here at this camper, but there's no airs, so I can't paint in the daytime here.
So how much is a painting delivered to Harrogate then, Wendy?
What?
How much is a painting delivered to Harrogate?
How much?
What will you
is it?
charge me for one of your pictures?
Oh, it just depends on the size of the picture. I have them listed somewhere. I'm trying to think of maybe on Etsy. No.
What have you got a site with your paintings and stuff? Have you?
I tried to list some on Etsy. I don't know if they're still listed there or not. Then I tried on Printful to get some of my art printed, and they did a horrible job at printing. So I didn't have time to fix that. But I do have my paintings. I just don't have them all listed at one place right now because when I left Texas, I didn't have time to adjust anything, and I ended up closing the shops because I didn't have time to adjust them. And I wasn't getting very many sales. I have to continue painting online at least once a week in order to get sales.
Yeah.
And that was part of the plan, was to paint here, but there's no air and there's not enough power to run the air. So that flopped. Now I'm trying to think of what next.
Are you using a compressor to paint then, are you?
Huh?
Are you using a spray gun?
I would like to stream my paintings and sell them, yes.
I'll type it.
You know, what if you're eating while you're talking, that makes it even harder for me to understand.
Oh yeah, I've got my mouth full of cinnamon and carrots at the moment.
Hard enough.
There you go. Are you using a spray paint and compressor to use to make your paintings? That's what I'm asking.
Oh. No, I don't even have my paintings here. I have some. Let me think where. I don't have any on. Maybe I have some on my phone. Let me see.
Yeah, let's have a look. You never know. You might be able to sell one to me.
Trying to see if I have any even on here. Okay, I'd have to share a screen, but there's some on here. Hold on. Let's see if I can. Oh, you can't share screen from the phone version of StreamYard.
You can if you send the picture by JPEG to your email address and then show your email picture.
No, I can't show my email picture either.
All right.
On the computer version. Yeah, on the computer version I can share my screen, but on the phone you can't. Dang it. All right, so when I get back
Well, send me a link of it and I'll put it on my screen and show you that way.
Yeah. Well, if Game Dev was on, he could share a screen and show him, but he's not on. But I'm gonna try fixing my signal when I get back to camp after talking to Eric, and I can still email or text him and get it tweaked out. But if I can get that going, then I can show him off the laptop on Thursday night. Yep, because there's no trivia.
Yeah.
Trivia's on Friday night. So if I do it Thursday night, I can show my picture. That's something to look forward to. Or Wednesday night if I get back early enough. But tomorrow it's 4th of July and they're having stuff here. I might end up driving back to camp in the dark tomorrow night or very early Thursday to get to work. But I'm going to have to, nope, I got to go back Friday night really late. Because my coworker has all the info I need to check on campsites while she's off Thursday and Friday. I don't know how that's going to work out. I might have to text her while I'm here. Well, whenever I get back to the camper and get it tweaked out, I'll be able to show some on the computer. In fact, I have one in my camper, the one that's on this video. Let's see, countdown one. You missed it. Here it is. There's one on this one. After that, I've got paint all over my face there. There it is.
Oh,
that's the one I have in my camper, that yellow one. And then
Can you play it again? Because I didn't see that for some reason. I didn't see what you're showing. Let me go to StreamYard and look at it.
All right. Let's see. Does it show up now?
Oh, yeah. Painted face. Yeah.
Let's see. Paint face. There it comes.
All right. Brilliant. Yeah. Fantastic. Wow.
That's a small one.
Yeah.
And that's my camper on Brian's truck during the convoy.
I love people's paintings and things. I buy paintings quite a lot.
And then the old camper one, I pulled one out of the back of the camper. Did you see that one?
No.
Oh, it was on the back.
Okay, hey,
of
you
the
guys.
video.
Design. It's only like 25 pounds, the original design.
Okay, let me get started here.
I can't fast forward it.
Nah. I think I saw that one. I recognize
Yeah.
that dude.
That dude's weird. I want nothing to do with him anymore. The third video he was doing, he decided that he was going to play nudist, and I went up to the camp and he was buck naked.
Oh,
Oh,
what
my
the fuck?
Dude, no, this is
God.
gross.
Have you got his phone number? I'll ring him up and tell him off.
No, I don't. Do it.
I'll give him what for? What's this dude from England keep phoning me up for?
Never understood anyway. On the end of that video, he puts this thing up like she really wants to live in a van instead, and I'm like, no, she wanted to have a van and the camper, but he wasn't listening. He never cared. He never
Well,
cared.
yeah, obviously a Fabian.
And then he tried to solicit money to get me something or other, and I'm like, yeah, that's not.
Oh,
what
a coercing Fabian.
I think he was trying to buy his way in, but I had no interest.
Yeah. God,
I
blimey.
have interest at all. Well, I think I'm gonna have to go to sleep here. I keep yawning and getting tireder. It's 11:30. Holy cow! Yeah, I am up really late. All right. Well, I'll either see you guys Wednesday or Thursday night, and I'll show some of my art.
Yeah, that'd be good. Great.
And hopefully the signal will be fixed, because I'm gonna text Eric if I can't get it set up right.
Hey, Tracy, how you doing?
Oh, Tracy came in.
Yeah.
Hi, Tracy.
The one that films musical plants.
I know, and she does
Talented plants.
too. Oh, I hate leaving when people just come in, but I gotta get to sleep. I gotta get up in like 6 hours.
I've got to get up half an hour ago, really, but I've been talking to you lot all for the last half an hour.
Okay, I'll read my email. All right, I'm going to sleep now. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, bye.
All right, bye.